Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. Last week or today we had a successful deployment, or over the weekend, however you think about it, we had a successful deployment of MIH version 1.1.13. So MIH version 1.1.13 introduced the new rating system to the MIH Mzansi Directory. That's what we were working on. So things are looking good over there. You are able to rate a business, you are able to update your rating, and you are able to view the overall ratings and different ratings or reviews from other people of Mzansi. So this will just make things easy for you when you are selecting or choosing a business to use from the Mzansi directory. So that's what we got up to, and that's what's currently live. And hopefully you'll rate things and let me know how things are going over there, if you have any bugs or not. Sawubona from Twitch, nice to see you here. And Sawubona from TikTok, nice to see everyone over here also. Sawubona. So, yeah, things are looking good with the Mzansi directory right now. So what we are going to do in phase 3 of the Mzansi directory is, thank you so much for the likes, I appreciate you, over on TikTok. So what we're going to work on in the next update, or in this week's, or in this live, we are going to work on the bookmarking of a business. So along with, I'm not sure if you saw my video that was posted today, but along with being able to review a business, you should also be able to bookmark a business, because if you've seen a business and you've read their mission and vision, you've reviewed the reviews from other people of Mzansi, and you are happy with this business and you'd like to utilize them, but not right now. What you can do, or what we want you to do, is save that business to your favorite businesses inside the Mzansi directory. So that's what we're going to work on. That's the new system that we're working on today. So I got working on it, some of it today, and because it's at the moment not so complex, it's not too complex, things are moving a little bit quickly. So we managed to put set up the database structure and set up our APIs, but we haven't tested out all the APIs. We just tested out the add a business to your bookmarked businesses. So we've completed that, or tested out that API. Now we're going to test out deleting. We're going to set that up and test it out. And then afterwards we are going to test out, or we're going to work on showing you a list of all of your favorite businesses. That's what we're going to get up to today. So let me know in the chat if you're excited, Mzansi. Let me know. And yeah, we'll get going. So I'll flip my screen over on Twitch and Kick. Love it. What is happening with my TikTok chat? Something strange is happening over here, but something very strange is happening right now. Let me refresh this. Connecting. So the chat is here. I'm seeing the chat, but for some reason or the other, I'm not seeing it on the screen with me. So let me change something quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll fix it in one of the future live, or tomorrow's live. I apologize for the people on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So we'll switch over to our screen to look at the code and get coding. So if I switch this over, so you now should be able to see my screen. So I'll give you a show of what everything is looking like at the moment. So this right here, let me know on TikTok if everything is looking fine. So this right here is let's go all the way back. For those that don't know, this is the home screen of MIH. MIH is the first super app of Mzansi, and it provides you with multiple powerful packages that you can utilize within the application. The one that we are going to be working on today is the Mzansi directory. this tile over here. So if we click on this, it'll take you to the Mzansi search. And we've added a new tool at the top right hand corner, and this is a briefcase tool. So if you click on it, it takes you to your favorite businesses. If you click back on the search, it takes you to your Mzansi search. So inside the Mzansi directory, the Mzansi search is the tool that will assist you in searching for people and businesses across Mzansi. So over here, what we'll do, I'll just search MIH. Then you'll see this is now searching for the people of Mzansi. If we click on it again, it'll take us to the businesses of Mzansi. So this is the one that we are focusing on. Thank you so much for all the likes. If we click on Mzansi Test Doctors, and this is the view of a business, the business view. So over here you have the ratings. You can see there's no ratings over here, but what we can do is if we go to ratings, this say test, and click on add. And now if we go back into that business, you'll see their rating has updated because we only gave them 1 star. And if we swipe over, now you have the list of the ratings. If we click on it, you can view it. So if there was a description there, it would be there also. So that's there. Oh, sorry, not back. Then also, this is what we just changed now. So if I open this up, you'll see that it now changed this text to update rating. Because we've already rated the business, it doesn't say rate us. It says update rating. So if we click on this, update rating. That's what's available for us over here. Then, yeah, the next part is this one over here. So let me remove my, or delete that record from the database manually because I haven't set up the delete function yet. So I'm going to delete this row directly from the database. And if we go back in, just notice how it says remove bookmark at the moment. If we head back over and click on it again, it now says bookmark us. So when we click on this, we worked on this last week. When we click on this, it now shows us bookmark business. Are you sure you would like to bookmark Mzansi Test Doctors to your Mzansi directory? Let me know if this wording is fine and if it's all good. And then it has cancel and save business. So maybe we'll change the save business to, instead of save business, we can save bookmark business. So I'll just GD over there and then save. And yeah, this is the save we're looking for. So I'll just change this, sorry. I'll just change this over. I'll just change this to bookmark business, Let's see what that looks like now. So if we head back over to our emulator of MIH and click on bookmark us again, it now says bookmark business over there. So when you click on bookmark business, it will load, it will do some things in the background. I don't know why the test, that's something we'll have to fix, but there's no test message being shown up over here. So we'll have to hook that up. But if we go back in, now it says remove bookmark. It says remove bookmark at the bottom now. So we need to add something in, but to show you that it's actually there, or I don't know if I can show you at the moment, but we're gonna work on next step is deleting. So when I click on this, it shouldn't, you see how it does nothing at the moment. What we'll have to do is when we click on this, there should be a new pop-up message that shows us or tells us about deleting. So I do have something. Are you sure you want to delete this? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So we're gonna have to go here. Yeah, over here. So this is where we showed the add bookmark alert, but what we're going to do now is delete one down. We are going to show delete bookmark alert. Delete bookmark alert, and it just needs this over here, I think. Interesting. So let's head over to our services, because in our services it'll guide us on what we need to do over here. So delete bookmark. Okay, wait. My bad. Give me 1 second. Let's move this over to organize our thoughts. So the show bookmark, if I go GD over here, if I go to GD, then what we can see, A Spade, love to see you here. Love to see you at the MIH live. So A Spade is coming over from Twitch. Thank you so much for showing your support that side. Let me know if everything is looking good on the screen side, but everything is looking good on my side now. So over here, I don't think we need anything over here. So let me remove this, save it, and then I'm going to GD into this because, yeah. I'm going to GD into this because over here, bookmark business. So we're going to change this to remove bookmark. Append, remove bookmark, remove bookmark. Remove bookmark. Are you sure you want to remove? So we'll change this to remove also. Remove, this is from your Mzansi Directory instead of to. From. So that's fine now. Now we have cancel should be cancel. That's fine. So now over here, instead of it, so cancel should be green. So what we can do is change inside word, and this is success color. Then we come down to this, back, GD, and we are going to make this one now the error color. So now it shouldn't say save business, it should say delete business. Delete business. So now we set up our new show delete bookmark alert or dialog box, which gives it a title to show bookmarks. Let me show you what it looks like now instead of just explaining it. So now you can see it says remove bookmark because we've already bookmarked this business to our Mzansi directory. So if I click on it now, it should okay, I put the wrong thing over here, but it's looking good. So remove bookmark. Are you sure you would like, so maybe I should make this, no, I'll keep it as blue. Let me know if it should be red or not. So are you sure you want to remove Mzansi Test Doctors from the from your Mzansi directory? So let's fix that cancel button first. Sawubona Jay, nice to see you here. So Sawubona TB, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. I was speaking to someone, who was it? I'm not sure who I was speaking to yesterday, but they asked me about one of their problems that they were having with setting up their environment. Thank you so much, Jay, for the heart me. I appreciate you. So they DM'd me on, let me go check who it is quickly. So give me 1 second. I'll just check who it is on the side. So they DM'd me, and I think it was Pedro. Pedro DM'd me. So Pedro DM'd me and told me that he was having some trouble with his VS Code. So you can see on my side, if we look at the bottom right hand corner over here, I have a little thing that shows me the different devices that are connected. If I click on this, it gives me a list of devices at the top. So whether that's Chrome, this here at the top, whether it's Chrome, Mac OS, iOS, or the Android emulator. And then I select from there. So Pedro is saying he doesn't know how to switch between this because Chrome is the only one that's available. And I think he's also using Flutter. If not, he's probably using something else different. But I'm not sure how to get that sorted or automatically there because this was already set up for me for some reason. So I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat if you know how to get that going for someone who doesn't have that available for them. But Pedro, if you're in the chat, let me know and we can discuss it together. Thank you so much for the likes, summertime. DD, you know moving the sidebar to the right improves code efficiency by 40%. Did you know removing or moving the sidebar to the right improves efficiency? That's interesting, Ace Spade. I don't even know how to do that, but why? So why does it increase efficiency over here on the right hand side? Interesting. Let me know why. What are we doing right now? Perfect. Thank you so much, Jay, for that question. So A Spade, please let me know why it increases efficiency, and also let me know how to move it to that side, and then we can hook it up. So Jay, to answer your question, we are working on phase 3 of the Mzansi directory. For those that don't know what the Mzansi directory is, the Mzansi directory is Sorry, let me get this going for you. So the Mzansi Directory is a powerful package inside the MIH app. So MIH is the first super app of Mzansi, which provides you with multiple packages like the Mzansi Directory. Thank you so much, Senzo, for the likes. I appreciate you. So this is MIH, if you see this. So what we are working on today is the Mzansi Directory. The Mzansi Directory is a place for you to search for people. So I'll search here. So this is myself, people, and businesses. So I'll go into the site, MIH, and businesses across Mzansi. So this is my company, Mzansi Innovation Hub. If I click on it, you can call us, email us, navigate to us, go to our website, and you can rate us. This is the new functionality that we just added in. So we are going to add in even more functionality to the Mzansi Directory. Trust me, bro. I trust you, Ace. I trust you. So what we're going to work on today is the adding bookmarks. So let me remove this from the database so I can demonstrate it one more time. So delete this. So I have to delete it manually at the moment because we haven't integrated our API to the application yet, even if it's just the dev application. Evening quotes, evening. So yeah, if we go back into this business, so you can see now it says bookmark us. So we're working on this functionality, the bookmark us functionality. So this allows you, so let me give you the scenario. Say you went to the Mzansi Directory to find a business that you're looking for. You found the business, then you had a look at all the reviews of this business. Then you've determined to, or before you even looked at the reviews, you looked at their mission and their vision, and this aligns with what you want. Then you headed over to the reviews, and the reviews told you that that the rest of the people of Mzansi are happy with this business and what they offer. So now you are ready to use this business, but not right now at the moment. You want to use this maybe 2 days from now. So what we're going to provide you with is the functionality to bookmark them so that you can see them for later. So when you click on bookmark, a pop-up will appear. This pop-up basically says bookmark business. Let me know in the chat what you think what do you think about the text. Should we change anything? Should it be a little bit different? But it says bookmark business. Are you sure you want to save Mzansi Test Doctors to your Mzansi Directory? You can either cancel, which closes it, or you can bookmark business. When you click on this, nothing happens, or it saves it to your directory, but we don't have a alert to say it was successful. We're going to add that in. Then once you've saved this business to your bookmark, it now gives you the option to remove business. So it's not static saying that this save business or bookmark us or anything like that, right? So it's dynamic. So if you've already saved this business, you can't save them again to your Mzansi Directory. You can only save a business once to the Mzansi Directory. So now when you click on it, it gives you a new pop-up. But let's fix this coloring because I want this button to be green and the text inside there to be dark. That's nice. Yeah, thank you so much, Quotes, for telling us that. So that's what we want to do. I want to show you something just now. Someone please remind me. But I was scrolling through the Mzansi Directory, and I think it was you, Quotes, if I'm not mistaken. I found you in the Mzansi Directory on the person side. But let's fix the color of this. So we're gonna go to our delete pop-up, and we're gonna change this. So this is the text color. We're gonna change in word to primary color, and then over here where it says error color, we're going to change that to success color. So that's just the green, reds, and all of those kind of things. So now that we've saved that, you can see if we click on this, now cancel is green and delete business or remove business. Maybe I shouldn't say delete. Remove is better wording, remove business. So I'll change this to remove business. Now when you head over, did you check the bug where you paste website links in iOS? So okay, let me explain to the people of Mzansi. So Quotes last week, he downloaded MIH and he was setting up his business account, but he was the MIH was crashing when he pasted in his URL to his website, to our specific text field over there. And Jay was also testing it out for us and had the same experience on his side. When you paste text into link or website field, it crashes the app. So on my phone, it doesn't crash the app. And I tested other iPhones. I saw the same issue, but it doesn't do it anymore. So Quotes, can you please test it out now to see if everything is resolved? But yeah, I tested it out on my girlfriend's iPhone, and I tested it out on my brother's iPhone. And it was fine on his side. I tested it out on my phone, and my phone is not the best phone, right? I'm using a Mobicel IX Pro. So it's not the best phone out there, but it works on my side. So I'm not sure, and Jay is saying over here that the issue has been resolved automatically on his side. So user, do you pay a yearly subscription fee for Apple Store? It's quite expensive, unlike Google Play, 100%. So I manually entered it. Let me delete and try again. Thank you so much, Quotes. So user, to answer your question, you do have to pay a yearly subscription fee to Apple in order to join their developer program. So it's not to be on the App Store, it's to join their developer program. Once you're on their developer program, then you can upload or add applications to the Apple App Store. So yes, I think it was $99 if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to MIH. So I'm going to go to the calculator, and I'm going to go to the Forex calculator. Where is this? Forex calculator over here, and we'll just check this out. So the currency, I think, was 99 USD and ZAR. If we click on calculate, yeah, it was about 99 US dollars. It's a yearly fee of 99 US dollars to get to thing, which comes to around about 1,700 or 1,800 Rand. So yes, it is kind of pricey. On my side, I'm almost positive, but people are telling me I was wrong, that I didn't pay anything in order to get onto the Google's developer program, or onto the Google's developer program. But yeah, it was much cheaper, if not free, on that side. Forex calculator, we're so privileged. 100% MIH has it all. Is your Forex calculator pulling from an API from live data? 100% it is. So there's two questions or two statements over here. It's fixed. Thank you so much, Quotes. So is it normal that Android SIM is lagging? Let me get to your question. If I forget about it, remind me. But let's answer Ace over on Twitch. So Ace is asking the question, is the Forex calculator pulling from an API? From an API for live data. So the answer to that is yes, but I'll dive in a little bit deeper. So if you go to the home screen of MIH and click on About MIH, then head over to the star at the top right hand corner. It'll take you to our attribution section. So this is where we give credit to all the third parties that we are using inside MIH. So if you scroll down and look for the calculator icon, you'll see over here, no. If you scroll further down, this one over here, Fawaz Ahmed 0. So if we click on Fawaz Ahmed 0, what happens is it'll take you to his GitHub profile. So on his GitHub profile, he has a free currency exchange rate API. And over here, he explains how everything works. And you can probably set this up and link it on your own, but you also can use his endpoint that is made available over here also. So you just have to read the documentation to figure out how it works. If I click on, let's say for example, so if I use this API, nuts, it depends on how good your system is. Okay. We'll jump into that. I think it's popping off over there in the chat. So if I click on that API, it gives me a list of currencies that are available. This is the first endpoint, a list of all the currencies that are available. So we put this information inside our dropdown. If we go back and Monify, don't worry about the Monified one. It's just not formatted for us. And then there's the currency one. So it is pulling live data, but not real-time data. So what's the difference between live and real-time? So live data is just production data, I'm guessing. Drop my GitHub link. So this is not my GitHub link. You can go to MIH and scroll to the bottom to our attribution. So about MIH, attributions in the top right hand corner. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom and click on Fawaz Ahmed, the visit button, it'll take you to that GitHub profile. So there's no need to, if you have MIH, you can find it extremely easily. So this is the data. So when I'm saying it's not real-time data, every time I call the API, it's not going to it's not pulling data as at right now of the time. What it's doing is, I think once a day, I think Fawaz did explain it in the chat. So let's see. Date format is this, endpoint, additional warnings. So I don't know where I read it, but it seems to pull the data once a day. I read it somewhere over here, once a day, and it looks like it's in the morning. Or started. So I'll hook that up later. I don't think we have a GitHub page. I'm using my personal one at the moment, and if you click on the personal one, it's not going to show everything because MIH is currently private at the moment. So thank you so much for that. So Nats, let's answer your question before we move over to Kovsi. Yeah, before we move over to Kovsi, I'll answer Nat's question. So the question was, is it normal that Android sim, so the simulator or emulator that I'm using over here, lags on your computer, right? So like Jay said, it is dependent on your system's hardware, right? So remember, this is not a simulator, it is an emulator, and it is a whole operating system running inside your actual operating system. So you're gonna have to have the resources available in order to run your own operating system and your own applications and stuff on top of running the emulator. So you need to have the right amount of hardware. And we can ask Mzansi. Let's ask Mzansi the question. What hardware specs is required if I would like to run the Android emulator on my computer for development, right? For development. I think I'm missing an E. So let's listen to Mzansi AI. The people over on Twitch, what I've done is you are now able to hear Mzansi AI through the speakers and not through my microphone. So let me know what it sounds like. we're gonna listen to it now. So Nats, let's listen to what Mzansi AI has to say. We won't listen to everything.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a great question. Running an Android emulator for development can be a bit resource intensive, so let's break down the hardware specs you'll need for a smooth experience. Here's a general guideline. Processor, CPU, a modern multi-core processor is key. Aim for at least Intel Core i5 or AMD Ryzen 5, or equivalent newer generation. More cores are better, as the emulator benefits from parallel
Okay, it's kind of soft, loud and clear. So I think it's very loud and clear on Twitch. Thank you so much, Ace, for letting me know. Nice and crisp. Thank you so much, Nilwe, for letting me know on Twitch. But the people over on TikTok, I think it was kind of soft for you. Let me know in the chat what it was like. Because I think you weren't able to hear it. But so if we're having a look at the hardware specs for TikTok, if we scroll up to the top, so the general guideline is a processor needs to be an i5 or Ryzen 7. Okay, it was fine on TikTok, perfect. And so quotes, it's not saying 16 gigs. It is saying at least 8 gigs. Audible, thank you so much, TB. Thank you so much, TB, for that. So the minimum requirements is i5, Core i5 or Ryzen 5. 8 gigabytes of RAM, but 16 gigs is highly recommended, right? 8 gigs, you're probably reaching your limit. A graphics card, don't worry about a graphics card. Yeah, it does help, but I think you can get away without it. My laptop does have a graphics card, and I think it's a 3060, the mobile one. Storage, yeah, you need some storage. Android emulator versions, yeah, so that's what you need. Maybe 8 gigs minimum and an i5 minimum. And maybe a graphics card. So let's check what Cozy is saying. So Cozy was saying, drop my GitHub link. I'll work on dropping the GitHub link for you in due time. So let me put this higher so I can see. What would you recommend for emulator? I gave us real phone instead. So that's a nice, interesting thing also. Uh, is it utilizing an open source or llama to run the AI? Perfect. So I see there's another question by uh, Kovsi. Kovsi. So Quotes was saying that instead of using your machine to emulate Android, what you can do is you can plug in your phone and enable debugging on your phone. So we can ask Mzansi AI how to do that. How do I use my phone instead? So you can use your Android phone to as the emulator instead of using the actual emulator, and it'll do the exact same things on while you're developing and stuff. So that would be if your computer is not powerful enough, you can enable debugging on your computer and plug your or on your phone and plug your phone into that, or the computer into your phone, and then things should get sorted over here. So let's see what else. I want to follow and so does Mzansi AI page have a GitHub page? Insightful, I want to follow. Nice, nice, nice. Sorry, I can't see on my screen right now, so I'm scrolling through the TikTok one. So Kovsi is asking the question: are we using an open source self-hosted? Yeah. So are we using a open source? Are we using an open source large language model? So once again, Kovsi, what we can do is go over to the About MIH section, back to the star, and you'll see right on the top the Mzansi AI logo, which is basically the Olama logo, and it's by Olama. If we click on it, it'll take us to the Olama page. So this is what we are utilizing for Mzansi AI. So I have 16 gigs Ryzen 5, but emulator is super slow, but Linux is the issue. I don't think it's Linux that is the issue. Who was this? Quotes. I don't think Linux is the issue. Maybe like what Mzansi AI was saying, it has to do with maybe you need a graphics card also to power it. But if your computer is not powerful enough, please try and use your phone as the emulator. Cool. Kopsia, I hope that answers your question. Cool. Now heading back over to our code. So where were we with our code? So this is the emulator. So when you've already bookmarked a business, you'll see at the bottom of the screen, it does say remove bookmark. So if we click on this, it shows up over here. Then you can cancel to remove that pop-up, or when you click on delete, it should do something. At the moment, it does nothing. So that's what we're going to enable on our side. So if we head over to our show bookmark alert and to our remove button inside the on press. So over here, inside the on press is where we need to do something. So undo. So over here, what I'll do is to do remove bookmark, right? So I'm gonna head over to the top because I've made an API. Make sure you have enough space on your computer and nothing is hogging up memory. Very true. Very true, Jay. So if you're having trouble with your computers, or if you don't have enough resources in your computer, things might, even though you might have the best computer, if other processes are hogging up those resources, you're not going to have a fun time. So make sure that nothing else is running in the background of your computer. And I know Windows has a whole lot of telemetry and other things that just run in the background. So try getting rid of those first. Let me have some coffee. I don't know. Cool. So you can see over here, this is my add bookmark API call, right? So over here, it returns a future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to yap this. So when I say yap, it's yank around paragraph. After I'm yanking around paragraph, I'm going to paste it in over here. This is Vim bindings. Let me minimize this because I want to use this. But over here, so CB, I want to say delete bookmark. And delete bookmark should have a business ID. It should have a business ID. So we're gonna open up our loading dialog first. So this is just the MIH logo to flash in front of your screen to show you that things are loading. Then we're getting your user ID from super tokens, our authentication layer. Then we're using our Mzansi Directory Services, which is just a file that is used to where our APIs sit. So we call this file to call our APIs. Then instead of add bookmark, so I'm going to change inside Word, I'm going to change this to remove. Is it remove delete business? Not delete business reviews. Delete. Yeah, delete bookmark business. Delete bookmark business. In the bookmark business, we should just need, let me go back. If I GD into this one, I should just need a bookmark ID. Cool. If I head over, instead of bookmark ID over here, I'm going to change this. I see, just wrapped the open source. Just wrap the open source one, yes, 100%. So at the moment, Covsi, that's what we did do. We did just wrap the open source. So we are using Gemma 3. And remember guys, we're just learning at the moment. So, and I wanted my own AI instead of using Google's ones and all those other people's ones. So we're using Gemma 3 for that. And one day in the future, we will be able to make it our own, maybe train it and all of those other things. But because we are still small and still growing, we don't have the data firstly, and we don't have the resources, the machines to train our hardware. So we're just using the standard Gemma 3N model that's available on the Google Play Store. And if you scroll down and do some research about it, it does show you that let's make this big. It does show you that the Gemma 3N 4 billion parameter model, that's the one Mzansi AI is using, is very close to the performance of Gemma 1.5 Pro. So as the AIs increase in their capability and knowledge, so will the open source versions. They will also follow along, but not towards the bleeding edge. But it's still up there. So you can see it's missing it by like 17 points, however the points were calculated. So it's very powerful. No need to cry, Covsi. It's okay. And it's quite cool. And I think a whole lot of people are using it also. If you don't want to use Google's and OpenAI's and Meta's stuff, you can use the Olama one. So yes, it is an open source one. So we were here. So in this thing, instead of business ID, what I want to have is a GD. So let me copy it over from my services because I'm kind of lazy. So paste this here, paste this here. Cool. Reminder, under business section, we should add a review section to store your business reviews. Under the business section, we should have a review section. Okay, I see, Jay, I see. So let's cancel this. And then let me put string over here, or int, sorry. I'll answer that question now, int. Thank you so much for the help, Jay. So I think I'm gonna explain what I think it is, but let me know if it's correct. Let me put this back. So are you saying, Jay, that on the business side of MIH, which is this side, there should be a package over here that shows reviews, and it'll give us a list of all of your reviews as a business? Is that what we're trying to say? Let me take out my book. So I'm assuming that's because as a business, you want to see what all of your reviews are looking like. So that's actually a great idea, and we can definitely add that for you. So let's go, my pen is dying. 100%, yeah, that would be cool. So perfect. So because we already have, so what we could do is just add it over here, somewhere over here. I think we can do that extremely quickly too. So we can add it that side. Before we head over to that, let's try and fix that for us. So in order to do that, we can go to our business profile, edits, yeah. Then over here, so I'm gonna yank one down, yank four down, yank four down. The screen, yank four down, and then we'll paste it over here. And then instead of add, what I can do is, I think favorite or star border. So it's star rounded, but not border. The full one, star. Yeah, let's do this one, star right rounded. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. Star right rounded. We'll change the index over here to 4. Then we'll scroll down. The bodies, we'll add a body in, and over here, so O quotes reviews. Look at Copilot coming through. Remind me later. So the last thing that we'll have to do is over here. So O MIH business reviews, and we need a business. So over here we will say cd widget dot arguments dot business. It's hot reloading, sorry. It's hot reloading. So now that we've done that, let's head over to our emulator. Close this. So we're gonna head over to our emulator, go back, and now on the business side, if we click on business profile, there should be another tool over there. If we click on this, there's your ratings. So Jay, is this what you were thinking of? Is this what you're thinking of? If so, then it's already sorted for us. Maybe we should add this further up the line instead of having it here. But look, here's the rating, so you can click on it as a business and it will show you the things. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Perfect. Jay plugging us with some great ideas and something quick that we could enable quickly for us. So to-do list, business reviews page tool. Cool, thank you so much for the likes, guys. I appreciate you. I'm thinking, where do you think we should put it? So if we head over to the beginning, so if we open up the business profile again, so we're first going to be taken to your Mzansi test doctor. So this is your business profile that you can edit, change around, all of these things. If you swipe over, it takes you to your business profile, where it would have your profile picture and your business information, you as a employee, and then also your signature. If we head over to the next one, it's a list of your team members. We haven't updated the screen yet, but we'll add that in the future. Then it's add team members, then review. Where do you think the ratings or reviews should be? Should it be maybe second in the list, or where? Tell me the positioning where you want to see it, or at the end is fine. Let me know. I'm seeing the likes flood through. I appreciate that. So heading back over to this one. So bookmarks. So why is this? The variable name, this is not lowercase. That's all right. User ID is not being used. Delete this. Bookmark thingy. Perfect. So what we can do is, by the remove bookmark section, over here, what we can do now is click on add bookmark, or not add bookmark, sorry, delete bookmark. CW delete bookmark. Yes, sir. So what is it? I think where it is fine. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for the guidance, everyone, and for the great ideas. This is what I love about the people of Mzansi. They always coming through with amazing ideas. Let's delete this. So the getter bookmark ID isn't defined for type business. Oh, business. So it shouldn't be, my bad. It shouldn't be. Sorry. I was just thinking because Copilot threw me for a curveball over here by suggesting some stuff for me. So let me delete this. So instead of having whatever Copilot told me, which is garbage as per usual, let's go to show bookmark. So over here, we should have something over here. So I'm going to leave the error so we can find it later. So inside here, it should be bookmark business review, bookmark business. And then if we head over to the bottom over here, now we can say insert bookmark business. Yeah, bookmark ID. Perfect. And then if we head back over here, we should have a bookmark. Yeah, bookmark business. So insert bookmark business. Perfect. Now let's head back over, because I don't think I managed everything over here, and we didn't sort out the success message over here. That's what we didn't do. So after, please don't laugh at how I'm doing state management. I can't believe how far MIH came. I watched all the videos you ever made, and the progress is tops. Thank you so much, Jay, for those kind words. And yeah, I'm also, even myself, I'm shocked sometimes when I go back and look at an old video and comparing MIH to what we had before and what MIH is right now. It is completely different and much better and more open to provide you with even more benefits than what I thought I wanted to provide you with earlier. But yeah, it's come a long way, and yeah, it's just been small steps at a time, so not one big step. I am developing in public. I'm showing the progress in public and listening to your feedback and upgrading things like that. So yeah, if you struggling with your project and you think you can't do it, you can just start off with very small steps, and then just keep adding the small steps from there. Then one day, all of a sudden, you'll have a dope application. One day you'll have the first super app of Mzansi. Things are crazy like that. But thank you so much, Jay. So under add bookmark. So yes, what I wanted to do is add a thingy. So please don't laugh at this, guys. I am trying to sort out state management, but at the moment I'm doing it a very silly way and not the correct way of doing it. So don't use this as law of how to manage state. This is the incorrect way of doing it. The best way is using provider. But I'm popping this. Why is my success thing not showing? Where did I use this? I had a window over here somewhere. So don't laugh, guys, but I'm gonna head over to my components review window. Yeah, so I was using this as guidance, but I don't know if it's working. Let's see. Under the business profile, no. Business reviews. I can't believe I'm lost right now. I think it's here. Yeah. So why is this not working? So this is put is before pushing next view. Message needs to be before next view. Okay. So I was gonna try that, but why did it work over here? That's the other question. Why did it work out here when I put it afterwards instead of before? That's another question. And also what I want to do is, so let's head over to the Mzansi directory and MIH. Switch, click. So add. So this will appear, right? So on the add side. Or let's do it properly. Bug probably. probably. But let's head over to the database and let's try and sort things out over there. So I'm going to remove my old thing. Remember, because we still need to do it over here. I'm going to remove our old record manually. And what we are going to do, minimize this again. What we are going to do is, let's go back, open it up again. Yeah, so if we're looking over here, so when we click on this button, the bookmark business button, the pop-up will appear. So where's this? The pop-up will appear. The pop-up will appear over here. This is where the loading pop-up appears. Then I want to, if it's successful, remove that pop-up. I shouldn't remove the pop-up over here, delete. I should remove the pop-up this side over here. instead of duplicating it by the error side. And I didn't even sort that out, hectic. So I'm going to remove the loading pop-up first. After removing the loading pop-up, what I'm going to do is then I'm going to remove this window over here. So we're going to remove this window. So that's this pop. So one pop. Then we're going to pop it again, 2 pops. Then I see. No, 3 pops. Then would MIH work on iPad OS? Probably, Jay. It should work on iPad OS because it is dynamic. So it should work there also. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'm pushing back inside there. Then I should do this. I think context is the issue. Nah, context can't be the issue. So let's see if your suggestion works, quotes. So Jay, before we head over to that, so Jay, you are correct. MIH is available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. And on the App Store, it's not only for iPhones, it's also for iPads. Because I want to download MIH on all my devices, please feel free to do so. So as you know, you just have to search MIH, and we should appear at the top of the list. Ooh, there's even an update available for us. Love it. The User Supreme, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Cheap viewer, scam stuff. So let's update MIH. And if you open it, so you can see at the top of here, it does say designed for iPad, not verified for macOS. So it is specific for iPad and iOS. And just like the web version of MIH, you can see as we shrink things up and expand it, it is dynamic. Prepare for Christ. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So it is dynamic. So whatever screen size you are using it on, it should work. But let me know what the experience is like and how to improve things on the bigger screens. At the moment, we're just doing a like for like and making sure that it doesn't break when we are changing the size. But in the future, what we can do is have a specific desktop mode or tablet mode and mobile mode. So that'll be the difference, so that maybe things can be, or our space can be used more efficiently. But for now, they both look the same. Reviews, guys, don't forget the reviews, 100%. So thank you so much, Quotes, for that. So if you are happy with MIH, what you can do is, I'm not sure how you review it over here. Yeah, what you can do is you can rate us on the App Store. And by rating us is supporting us and showing Apple that you love MIH and it should be pushed out to more people. Similarly, if you search for MIH on the Google Play Store, there's it over here. If you search for MIH on the Google Play Store, we are available over there also. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you do see some reviews over there already. So please feel free to review us, good or bad. We take them all. But if it's good, we'll try and fix it as soon as possible. This is another thing that I want to... Thank you so much, Quotes, for letting us know that. Remember last week, So for those that attended the live last week, we were working on our SEO stuff, so search engine optimization, because what we wanted is we wanted MIH to appear when you search MIH on Google. So at the moment, it doesn't do that. So if you search MIH, so let's just search MIH. On there, it doesn't, you'll see there's no MIH available over there. However, if you search MIH app and click on enter, you'll see the MIH is at the top and the website is there. So our search engine optimization did work, kind of, but just the word MIH, I think it's a little bit too broad. Let's say MIH super app and see what happens. Super app. You know it, MIH is at the top of the list over there. If we search super app, I wonder what happens, how far down the list we are. Now we're very far down the list. But yeah, if you search MIH app on Google, you'll now get the Google Play Store one and our actual website. This MIH app over here, I'm not sure what it is. I looked at what's it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what this application is. But you'll see our logo. You'll see the MIH logo, and this is the correct one, Mzansi Innovation Hub. So yeah, that's how you can find us. And please feel free to review us. So our search engine optimization kind of worked. Let's try and search for Mzansi Directory MIH app appears at the top of the list. Mzansi wallet. Nice, nice, nice. So the app does appear over there, and our website is there too. Let me click on it to tell Google that that's what I wanted. Sorry, I see someone try to message me. Let me see what's happening. Yeah, so there's our search engine optimization did work. Mzansi AI. MzansiAI.co.za. Interesting. Okay, this looks like a thingy, but so the MIH app does appear over here. Do you know Nuxt? It's a high search optimization framework you can migrate your MIH website to. Is it available on the App Store? So, who is this? Malumari ZA. Go incognito for real. We'll go incognito, but Malumari, we are available on the App Store. So this is the App Store version. As you can see, it says iPad over there. So just search MIH. You'll find us at the top of the list. Let's go incognito mode and see what happens. So prepare is saying that, let's ask Mzansi the question about that. Please explain what is NUXT for SEO. So while we're doing that, we'll open up our incognito mode. Wherever that disappeared to, we'll open up our incognito mode and also search MIH. So if we just search MIH, we're not going to appear at the top, I think. But once again, if we search MIH app, let's see. So MIH app, we are at the top of the list. ACE, we are there. It's a framework. You can clone it through Next repo on GitHub. Cool. But yeah, so we will jump into the GitHub section, but I like asking Mzansi AI just to give us a quick explainer about things. So in incognito mode, it also works. Belito Traders, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So let's have a listen to see what Nuxt.js is. .js. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. So, you're curious about using Nuxt.js for SEO. Awesome question. Let's break it down in a way that's easy to understand. What is Nuxt.js? Think of Nuxt.js as a super helpful framework built on top of Vue.js. It simplifies building web applications by providing features like server-side rendering, SSR, and static site generation, SSG. Why is Nuxt.js good for SEO? Here's the gist. Server-side rendering, SSR, traditional JavaScript frameworks render content.
So we won't listen to the long stories. Thank you so much, Prepare, for that. But so Prepare, let us know. So MIH uses Flutter as our front-end tool. So to create our front-end, the application for iOS, Android, and the web, and that is client-side rendering. And this one over here, it's telling us about server-side rendering. So are you saying that I have to take the whole of MIH and move it over to this framework over here in order to get it going? I think that's a little bit too much work. And this probably uses React, I'm assuming. Something along those lines, but yeah. Are we able to take a Flutter application and use Nuxt as an SEO tool together? Or do we have to recreate MIH in this Nuxt framework? Let us know in the chat. But very interesting stuff over here. Extremely interesting stuff. We can get into the GitHub if you would like. But yeah, our SEO stuff is working. So MIH app. MIH doesn't work, not MIH doesn't work. I think it's too generic. And there's a whole Molar, Incisor, what over here. That's a good question. Yeah, it is quite interesting. So let me know if it's possible. But yeah, searching for MIH itself, there's a whole medical term for it. So I don't think we'll pop up with just MIH until we pop off one day. So make sure to share MIH with your family. Make sure that they use Google nowadays can read content of SPAs even if it's not SSR. Interesting. How do they do that? Let us know, quotes. Share a link, drop a link in the chat. I forgot what I was saying, but let's search for Mzansi Directory. Yeah, so one day when MIH is finally popping off and the whole of Mzansi is using it, we should slowly but surely appear at the top of the list. Slowly but surely, things should start pushing us to the top of the list. But yeah, we'll see from there. But if you search Mzansi Directory, it does pop up with the app. Why doesn't why doesn't Apple's App Store, does Apple not have a web app store available for them? What's happening? So the crawlers can read the pages for SEO. I don't know, but most of my pages are indexed. So there is a way to do it, and it's called deep linking. So what is deep linking? What is deep linking? Deep linking. Yeah, deep linking. In one paragraph. So deep linking is a concept that if you have a single page application and you have deep linking in with your application, it does allow SEOs to index it. And sometimes you don't even realize that you have deep linking. Like say for example, if you're using GoRouter, it's automatically implemented for you. But let's listen to what deep linking is.
Hey there, deep linking is like a shortcut for your app. Instead of just opening your app's homepage, a deep link takes you directly to a specific piece of content within the app. Think a particular product page, a specific article, or even a certain section of a user's profile. It's super handy for a smoother user experience, especially when sharing links from websites or other apps, because it avoids the user having to hunt around inside your app to find what they're looking for. Basically, it's all about making navigation seamless.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that insightful paragraph about deep linking. So deep linking does allow, so my understanding of it is, if another application has a link to, let's say MIH for example, or your application, and they click on that link, instead of it taking you to the browser and opening up the application there, what it does is opening up the web version of the application, what it does is it'll take you directly to your application, to that specific page. So if you think about it, like someone shares a Take-A-Lot item with you over WhatsApp, that link is a Take-A-Lot link, but then it has like / its own route to get to that product page. When we click on it on WhatsApp, it doesn't open up the web version of Take-A-Lot for us. It opens up the Take-A-Lot app and directs you to that exact page. So that's what deep linking is. So if you're using GoRouter, it's automatically there, so you don't really have to focus on it. But it's probably what allows the crawler to do its things. But we did do something that should push our information there, but we won't get into that. That's okay. Let me know if you have any other questions, guys. And is Twitch chat popping off? Are you still there? Are you still there? Yeah, so the chat is working. Interesting. Yeah, it is quite, there's lots of crazy things out there with in terms of development, especially app development. Many crazy things out there that we can look at and learn about. So we were testing out the delete functionality. So after you've saved a business to your Mzansi directory, you can delete them from your Mzansi directory. So let's search MIH, switch over, go to the test, and then add us. So if you haven't bookmarked this business before, you can click on bookmark us and then bookmark business. When we click on it, then it takes you back over here, state management things, don't laugh. Then we head back over, but once again our pop-up didn't appear and we didn't change did we change our things? Where's our ad? Show ad GD, and then the ad GD, then over here. So I didn't move it. Let's move it down and then we'll see what happens. So we'll delete 4 down, and then we'll paste it just above this. We'll save that. Then head back over to our database, delete that entry that we just added in, because I want to start off fresh, and then we're going to see what happens. But I don't think it's what we expect is going to happen, because if I'm reading this, right, so it's popping all the things, it's then adding a success pop-up for us, and then it's pushing on top of that success pop-up, it's pushing another page to us. So I think anyway, it's going to block our thing over here. But we can have a look, maybe I'm mistaken. We can have a look and see what happens over here. Let's minimize this again. Let's open up the emulator, go back. Still there. Love to see it, A Spade. Love to see you still there. So okay, now we're gonna bookmark it and see if our success message appears. So if we click on it, bookmark. So bookmark business. Nice. But you see, it didn't take us to. What about adding a notification when someone sends your business a review? So Jay, that's some interesting things. And I think in phase 4. So before I answer Jay's question, so Jay is saying, what about adding notifications when someone sends your business a review? So I love that idea. And it's definitely something that we can do. However, what I think should happen is, this will be in phase 3 of the Mzansi Directory. Or not phase 3, phase 4 of the Mzansi Directory. We're currently in phase 3. So in phase 4, what I'm thinking of doing is, it's going to be the people, so connecting people together. So let's open up Canva to explain to those that don't know what we're speaking about. So this is what we designed together. So in the Mzansi Directory, we currently have the search Mzansi. We're going to, in phase 2, work on or phase 3, work on the favorites. And then in phase 4, we're going to work on the contacts. So why I say let's wait for phase 4, because in phase 4, we're going to have the concept of a pending contact. So someone is going to add you. So if we open this up, someone's going to add you as a contact. Thereafter adding you as a contact, they're going to sit under the pending contact section. And it's going to send you a notification, right? So we're going to build our notification system in phase 4 and use it for the context. And we can also use it for the business stuff. So thank you so much for that idea. And it will definitely be done in phase 4 of the Mzansi Directory. I appreciate that. So let me add that to my list of things to do. Notification on business review. Notification on business review. And I think it's going to be quite a big job, because the reason why I say it's going to be a big job, because I don't just want to use this over here. So FCM. I don't just want to use Firebase Cloud Messaging, right? So Firebase Cloud Messaging is the standard for sending notifications to multiple platforms at the same time. So that's what I want inside MIH. However, once again, if you know Firebase, you know that they have costs associated to it. So where's this? Get started. Yeah, I don't even know where it is, but there is costs associated to this. So what we're going to, so I'll have to figure out what's a different way of doing this, or what's a free and open source alternative of that. Let me know in the chat if you know, or how you've implemented notifications on your side. Did you use Firebase Cloud Messaging, or did you use something else? So what I'm thinking about is FCM emulator. Yes, we love free and open source. 100% we love free and open source technologies. So what I want to use is Firebase local emulator site. So since we have our own hardware, I'm just going to put the Firebase emulator on that hardware itself to manage all of these things for me, because it's the exact same thing. But what are the free alternatives? Free open source alternatives to FCM. Talking long stories. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Thanks for asking about free and open source alternatives to FCM, Firebase cloud messaging. That's a great question. While FCM is super popular and convenient, there are definitely some excellent open source options out there. Here are a few, with a little about each. RabbitMQ, this is a widely used message broker. It's really robust and can handle a lot of traffic. You'd need to build the actual push notification logic on top of it, but it gives you a lot of flexibility. MQTT, a lightweight messaging protocol, great for IoT and mobile. There are several open source MQTT brokers available, like Mosquito. It's simpler than RabbitMQ, but might require more custom.
Okay. So there are some alternatives out there. We'll have to have a look at them. Thank you so much, Jay, for letting us know that we've reached 10K likes over on TikTok. I appreciate you. Soketi. So let's ask Mzansi AI what Soketi is. What is Soketi? So there was a question by someone asked the question, am I a developer? So yes, I am a developer, but we do lots of other things also, not only development. So there is marketing. So this live over here is the marketing, the entertainment part of MIH. So I am an entertainer also, I guess. And I am the salesperson. So I'm all of the above. So not only developer, but I am the rest of the team also. He's a designer too. Yeah, so we also design things. That's why you see it's not the best. But we play multiple roles. We don't squeeze ourselves into one box of being a backend developer only. If I were only a backend developer, we won't be able to create a full stack application. So yes, I am a developer also. Let's listen to this.
Hey, waving hand. Great question. Soketi is a really interesting open source project. Think of it as a message broker. It's like a central hub that allows different applications and services to communicate with each other. Essentially, Soketi helps applications exchange data asynchronously. This means that one application can send a message without having to wait for a response from the other. This is super useful for things like real-time applications.
So there's some great options out here. So let me make a note of that. So Soketi. So yes, thank you so much, Quotes. Yeah, system architecture also. That's a part of the roles also. So many different hats that we wear here at MIH. So I'll look into some of these platforms to see what's the best. So I was just going to straight up use Firebase cloud messaging. I think I even have it set up for me. Let's go to the Docker stuff. I think if we scroll, yeah. So if you can see over here, I have it commented out. This is the Firebase emulator. So we do have that a part of it also. So I'll just have to see what it's all about and which one is the best tool to use. So that Soketi, maybe if it's open source, we can use that, but we'll see from there. Our alert did appear, guys. So delete, pop, but it didn't push this. So it's stopping over here. I think because I'm too many widgets deep, that's why it's not giving me the success message, if I'm being honest. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I think it's because let's try this. All right, let's try this. I'm going to delete this. So delete how many down? Delete 4 down. We're going to paste this at the bottom again. And there's this other thing that we can use. It's called pop and push. So if I www into this, let's go back, insert. There's a thing called pop and push named. So we can try use that. Try the seeming to pop and push named, and instead of popping all of these things, right? So I'm going to pop and push until we get to the thingy, and then I'm going to put the alert. Let's see if that does assist, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it has something to do. We'll ask one of the AIs to assist us with this, but it's probably the case that I'm too many widgets deep in my widgets tree to try and trigger this success message. But thank you so much for the likes. They are flooding in on TikTok. So let's see if pop and pushed works. without this notification over here. Let's see if this works itself. We're just testing things out to see if they in fact do work. So here, MIH. While we're doing that, let me know in the chat if you have any questions about MIH, about your own projects, about life. We can try and assist you with all of that. So let's go back. Head back over to the database. Delete this record. Remember guys, we're still gonna implement the delete function. Delete, apply. Okay, back. Oh, MIH. Here. Let me close the database now. Yeah, so when we click on add bookmarks, do you think there is still a market for to-do apps? So I definitely think so. I use a to-do app regularly, like when I'm grocery shopping and stuff. So sorry, Quotes had a question on TikTok. The question is, let me know in the chat if you think so too, but the question is, do you think there is still a market for to-do apps in the current landscape? So I think there is markets for all kind of apps. It's just how do you differentiate your to-do app from the rest of them? So like I mentioned in like a long time ago in one of the lives, that we do want to implement some sort of tasks app or to-do app inside MIH, because I want one place. Yep, you can see Jay is even saying that MIH is planning to do that. We are planning to add a to-do list inside MIH, because when I go grocery shopping, I want to use one application to add my shopping list, and then when I get to the till, I'm going to use that same app to show them my digital loyalty card. So you're not leaving MIH when you're inside the grocery shop, like leaving to go to Google Keep or to go to this to-do app to that. It's all going to stay inside MIH. So we are planning on doing that. I was thinking of adding it to my app. Yeah, play around with it. If you think it should be there, add it. Provide more value to your people. Yeah, to provide more value to the people of your application, and add the to-do app in. Remember, start off with the basics and add more functionality in slowly but surely. Yeah, sure, add it in. Please feel free to add it. Where were we? Yeah, the push and pull. What's the app? Let's support. So I did download the app the other day. Let me go to my messages and I'll put it up on the screen. Is your business profile sorted? Quotes. What's the business profile name? We'll use MIH to pull it up. So I think it's UX Corp. Yeah, UX Corp. And inside UX Corp, you can see they have their website available for us. If we click on their website, it will load the page, but you can see myroutinessapp.nestify.app. So download for free. So this is just a landing page in order to download the application, right? So let's see what the application is all about. But before we head over there, so UX Corp, this is the business profile of Quotes over on TikTok. So I'll give you a rating also, but their mission and vision for UX Corp is solving human problems using technology, using tech. You can call, email, I don't think navigate. You can visit their website and rate them. So if we click on the website, it'll take you to a landing page where it'll tell you more about the application. Your minimalist coach for focus, consistency, and reclaiming your life. Transform your daily routines with science-backed methods. Amazing. So this is an app to build healthy habits, or build habits that stick. So we can head over to click or to the Google Play Store if we click on that button. And yeah, this is it over here. So it is downloaded on one of my devices. I do have it on my phone, but I must test it out a little bit more to see what other functionalities are there. But yeah, if you would like to visit Quotes or test out Quotes application, all you have to do is go to the Mzansi Directory, and under the business side of the MIH or the Mzansi search, this search for UX Corp. UX Corp, change your, or Quotes, you must change your profile picture, add something nice in. And then when you open it up, you can just click on visit website and it'll take you to their website. So if you're trying to build some habits that stick, make sure you check out UX Corp on the Mzansi Directory. It's the perfect place. Cool. So that's a quotes app. If you have, I did change my profile. I don't know why it's not showing up. Very interesting. Probably a bug, but I'll fix it. I'll see what's going on. But it's definitely a bug on my side, probably. So yeah, let me know in the chat if there's anyone else that has a business and has a project or application. You can let us know in the chat, and we'll search for it. For example, Jay's business, who's over on TikTok, it's JC. And it's JC Photo Booth. If we click on it, you can see they are capturing smiles one snapshot at a time. If we click on their website, it will take you to their website to learn more about them. So please feel free to head over to visit both of them. And there's also another one, PISCES, how to use Olama with LLMs locally. Perfect question. So before we do that, there is another business that I know of in the Mzansi Directory, which is called Pisces Swimming Academy. So this is the business of my father and his family. So if you click on this, their mission and vision, so it's a swimming lessons business, a swimming academy. So their mission and vision is from township to Olympics. So that's what their mission and vision is. So also you can call, email, rate them, all of those kind of things. Navigate to them also if you'd like. It is in Durban. So let me know in the chat. So there was a question, wanted to create a Facebook. So, okay. So there's a question from, is it Janet or Janet? So there's a question from Janet. The question is how to use Olama with LLMs locally. So that's a perfect question. Thank you so much for that question, Janet. So if you are on MIH, what you can do is click on the About MIH section. What that'll do is it'll take you to the About MIH section, and you can click on the star in the top right hand corner. That will take you to our attribution sections. There you can navigate over to Olama and just click on the visit page. It'll take you through to their... I was going to come to Pisces. No problem, Jay. No problem, Jay. So you can head over to it'll take you to the Olama site. And this is what we are using for our foundation. And if you'd like to know how to implement it, please feel free to ask Mzansi AI what was the question? How to use Olama to host a LLM locally. So it'll run through the steps, but basically what we did here at MIH is we are using Docker as our foundation of the application. If you head over to Docker and click on Hub from the Google, it will take you to their Hub page. You can click on search, and you can just search for Olama, so Ollama. And when you search for that, there's an image, a Docker image from the Olama team that helps you with spinning up an Olama server. So it's very simple to do. There's the code over here. If you have Docker installed on your computer, I think the tricky part will be getting Docker installed on your computer. You can just copy this and then run it in the terminal. What that will do is it'll spin up an Olama server, and all you'll have to do is, let's see if I can do it from here. Yeah, let's go to VS Code. So we have ours running over here also if we go to terminal. So you can see this is Docker over here. So if I say Docker execute -IT interactive mode, and then it's going to be MIH-AI sh. Right, so this is the command to jump into a container. So the MIH AI container. If I click on this, so now I'm inside the container. Let me Control L or Command L, Control L. How do I clear the? Okay, no. This is. Let me just press thingy to clear the stuff. So yeah, once you have your Olama server up and running, the APIs are already sorted for you. The APIs are sorted for you, and it's super simple. If you head over back to the Olama website, now that you have it up and running, and you want to use Gemma 3N, for example, you just have to copy this line at the top or select the type of model that you want. So if we go back to, let's say, DeepSeek, there's different models over here. So say, for example, you don't have enough resources in your computer, you can maybe use the 1.5, it needs 1.1 gigs. You can click on that, the one that you want, copy this, and you'll just paste that into your Ollama server, and it will download the LLM for you. But because we already have it here, and I think it's using Gemma 3, so I think run Gemma, let's see what the thing is. I know I'm using the small one over here. So if we go back, Gemma 3N, not latest. I think I'm using the 2 billion parameter one. So if I go here and let's delete this, paste this in, paste. Run is not found. Oh, I think it's, is it Ollama run? Ollama list. Oh, it's Gemma 3 1 billion. Okay, so it's run Gemma 3 1 billion. So remember, this is the back end of Mzansi AI, but this is just the development environment. So if we paste this in, enter. So now, I wonder why it's not working. Is run not the right word? Oh, I think it's Ollama run, sorry. Ollama run. So let me go. Ollama run, Gemma 3, 1B. Yeah, it's Ollama run. Thank you so much, Janet. So you can see it's probably doing the things for me at the moment in the background. Yeah, but now I can send Ollama a message. So hey, yeah, now it's typing for me and all of the stuff. So you can see that you don't have to do much in order to get an Ollama up and running on your computer. So the first thing that you'll have to do is, I think, learn Docker. It's the easiest and best way to enable this for you. So once you learn Docker, go to the Docker Hub, search Ollama. Then you can just run this code. But what I would suggest doing is maybe use Docker Compose. It's a little bit easier. And if you have multiple applications or containers, it can connect them together. But if you just want to have a LLM running on one server, you can just run this command over here. It'll paste everything in for you. It'll automatically be there. Once you're inside, you can, once you're using Docker to run the server and everything is running fine, you can then just, like I did over here, you execute, or you execute that container. So you jump inside that container into interactive mode, and SH is basically like bash, and then you can start using it as if you were inside that container running it. So you can see if you want a new, so I'll just say buy, I think it's /buy. Yeah, if you want to list your things, Ollama list. So you would also use Ollama run like I did before, but you'll add your new model to that and it'll automatically download it for you. But I don't want to do that because it's going to take up too much resources on this computer. But that's how you do it. I hope, Janet, that does assist you. Do you have anything in particular, anything specific that you'd like me to help you with? You just gave me an idea. Love it. I will try Docker. I will keep in touch with more questions. No problem, Janet. We are available Monday to Thursday at the MIH Live. So please feel free to join us and update us on your progress. And if you have a live in production application, please let us know what your business name is, your business account on MIH is, and we can hook that up. So cool. I just gave you an idea, quotes. Let us know what the idea is. Or is it not ready yet? Do you want to still think about it first before you tell us? But cool, so that was Ollama. So I see we are at 1:30. Let me flip my camera. So I think we've achieved quite a bit today. We've had some great conversations. We've had some great chats, some great breakthroughs. So you can see, thank you so much for the follow, guys. I appreciate you. We've had some great breakthroughs. As you can see, Quotes got a great idea, and it was from Janet's question. So I would use this Ollama thing on my routines app for statistics and reporting. Perfect. That sounds amazing. Looking forward to seeing it in the application. Love it, love it. So yes, thank you so much everyone for joining the MIH live this evening. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And I just like to say thank you for all the likes, the conversations, sharing the lives, all the follows, all of these kind of things. And if you'd like to support MIH, us here at MIH, you can download MIH from the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. Just search MIH or the MIH app. You'll find us at the top of the list. You can also head over to Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, because you can see the full screen over there and everything is much better. And we are on the road to affiliate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ace Spade. We are on the road to affiliate. And I think the last criteria that we need is I need to have, I think, 3 concurrent viewers, or a maximum of, or minimum of 3 viewers over 4 live streams. So slowly but surely we will get there. We will achieve that goal. But yeah, we are on the road to there. So if you'd like to support us, you can head over there and follow us and join the lives over there. And what else? And we also have subscriptions over on TikTok. So it provides you with a couple enhancements. So it's like 64 Rand or 60 something Rand a month. Kick and Twitch. Yeah, available on both Kick and Twitch. So preferably go to Twitch, because we're on the road to affiliate over there. But if you like Kick, you can go over to Kick also, and you can watch us there. Yeah, we do have subscriptions over on TikTok. It's 50 something Rand for the first time subscribing, but thereafter it's going to be 60 something Rand. It unlocks some perks for you. What we are going to do in the future, when we get a few subscribers out there, I watch Kick or... Thank you so much, Quotes. I appreciate you. So what we're going to do, once we get some subscribers there, we are going to have some discussions, live discussions, with the people of Mzansi, and maybe chatting about their ideas, all of these kind of things, maybe questions that you have for me, assistance, all of these kind of things. We can do that. That'll be restricted for our subscribers, so only the subscribers will join this conversation, but everyone else can have it in the chat. You'll also be a beta tester for MIH, so you'll get the latest updates first. So lots of perks that are there on the TikTok side, and once it's available over on Twitch, we'll also have it, make it available over there also. So thank you so much everyone for joining the live this evening. I appreciate you. I enjoyed this live so much. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, and let's keep working hard, Mzansi.